go. Let's make money. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome to the program today. It's Stock Markets with Bruce. That's what it says right on the sweatshirt there. Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm Uncle Bruce. They call me Uncle Bruce. I'm not your grandpa. Okay, I could have been a grandpa, but I'm not. But they call me Uncle Bruce. And I appreciate you all joining me today. It is Friday, March 14th, 2025. It's option expiry day. Welcome to all of you from around the world. Please say hi to me today. Here's what I want you to do. Do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up button as soon as you can, as always. Answer the poll question of the day, as always. And say hi to me by telling me, where are you in the world and what temperature is it going to be today? How high is it going to get? How warm is it going to be? Or how warm was it if you're in the middle of the night somewhere? And say hi to everybody who's here. We all need reassurance that we're all on the same team. We're here to make money and get richer. And I would love to say hi to all of you. Twinkies are what it's all about this week. What about the Twinkie has been asked this week very sincerely. This is a face of grave concern. What about the Twinkie? If you've not watched the Ghostbusters movie, you do not know what I'm talking about. You have been given your homework assignment for this weekend. Get in front of the television and watch Ghostbusters. Or go to YouTube anytime you want and enter the search term, what about the Twinkie? And you'll get a clip about 30-something seconds long that will explain to you in great detail why you need to worry about the Twinkie and how the Twinkie is affecting this market. And it'll explain a lot. Once you understand that, you'll be this guy. You'll have the revelation. You'll have the freedom. You'll escape from the trap of not knowing what the hell is going on in this world. And you can be this slick the next day and this confident in your future. Well done, everybody. Welcome to the Party Pals. I'm glad to have you here. It's an honor to be able to talk to you every day, fill you in on what I think is going on. And hopefully you don't get too upset with what you hear, or you go, I hear what he's saying, and I understand from a dollar point of view, he has a point. And so thank you all for joining me. The Dow and the S&P and the NASDAQ in the pre-market are all higher, and they've stayed higher all morning. We're up 220 points on the Dow Jones, which is a 0.5% increase so far. We've been holding this pretty well for several hours now. S&P is up 0.91, and the NASDAQ is up 1.2%, 237 points. It's a nice little start. Is it sustainable? Will it last? We're going to find out. It's option expiry day today. There should be volatility out there. But I get the impression this morning that we don't have a panic mode. We don't have nervous investors out there. We have actually a lot of people asking themselves, is this the bottom? Should I buy now? Because Monday morning, could we be up like 800 points Monday morning right off the bat and have a 1,000-point run on the Dow, and I missed it? I should have gotten in last Thursday, Friday, and I didn't. Is that what's happening? Is that what's going on right now? Maybe. Unfortunately, we can't be that certain on everything because, of course, the last month and a half has been a bit of a roller coaster ride, let's suppose. Since Inauguration Day, there have been a lot of starts and stops and the changing of minds and the delays and the redoing and the rething and new deadline date and another deadline date, and we'll do that. And it's all this, are we doing it or aren't we? We're at the top of the ski hill. Are we going down or are we just looking at it? What's going to happen? And there's a lot of uncertainty. Uncertainty is not a stock market's best friend, and it certainly doesn't work well in the bond market. And the bond market is the market we have to watch to make sure that they're happy over there. They're certain of future moves over there. They have to be the bond players with trillions and trillions of the world's dollars, like all of the world's dollars. Their job is to get a return for their customers, some of which are you. If you work anywhere on the planet and you have deductions from your paycheck going into your pension plan for your country, all right, or your pension plan for your employer, chances are a good chunk of that money overall is going into the bond market, because world pension funds, okay, the Social Security program for the United States, the Government of Canada pension plan, Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, California Teachers Pension Plan, all pensions, all massive government organizations around the world buy bonds to generate revenue, to stay ahead of inflation, to be able to make payments to retirees. And the people who are getting checks today are those who are probably 65 and older around the world, which means they were born in 1960. Gosh, can you believe that? 1960, you were born in 1960, you are now collecting a pension. You're born before 1960, you're collecting a pension, most likely, or you could be. And so anyone born in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s are collecting pension. And soon, in the next 5-10 years, all the way up to the 1970 year, there will be pension collectors. And where's that money coming from? Part of it is coming from the interest from bonds. And it's government bonds, it's corporate bonds, it's all kinds of bonds that have been issued. If the bond market is happy, the bond market is comfortable, the bond market is not overly concerned with dramatic geopolitical and other issues, then things are steady and calm. And that calms exchange rates, that calms down interest rates, that makes mortgage shopping easier for people who need a mortgage. Those who are writing mortgages are easy and comfortable issuing mortgages and collecting this interest over a longer term time frame. It calms bankers down. That makes markets go up. When you have that kind of environment, equity markets can rise and continue to perform where it's justified. If a company makes money and can make more money next quarter and more money the year after, and 5 year has a good growth plan, and they're a well-managed firm and they're well structured in their business and all of that, their shares will probably go up in value. It'll attract investors who have more capital to invest, and they'll come out of losing companies, go into winning companies, and the markets just move on. When the entire system is given a jolt, lightning jolt that it doesn't want, then it's freaky. And that's when we get crazy days and crazy weeks and crazy months. And that's when markets enter correction territory and or the possibility of a bear market territory. And this is not what anyone wants. Believe me, Wall Street, I can tell you, Wall Street in New York, Fleet Street in London, Bay Street in Toronto, all of the financial headquarters and cities of the world like Tokyo and Shanghai and Singapore and Milan, Italy, and Frankfurt, Germany, none of these centers want this. They don't want it. You will hear stories of, oh, somebody made a whole bunch of money on this and that and this because of the volatility of the market. Yeah, you'll have winning stories, but you'll have losing investors as a whole. This is not what the market wishes. The market likes boring. Believe it or not, the market likes boring, and then outstanding performers do well. That's what markets love. So today, phone calls are being made, emails are being exchanged, texts are going on all over the place going, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that we have reached the bottom of this temporary correctional phase? Have we had a little hissy fit and all is now calming down and we're getting more used to the new normal, which is chaos? Are we okay with some chaos because it doesn't seem to be, that bad? Or is this chaos masking a lot more chaos that is lurking under the surface and will be evident in the next 3 weeks, 3 months? Are we going to start receiving financial reports from European governments, Asian governments, North American governments of unemployment claims through the roof, layoffs way out, consumer confidence shattered, global trading completely cut, massively cut. How bad is this going to get? Because at the end of the day, does IBM make more money next year than this year? Does Apple make more money next year than this year? Does Microsoft make more money? What about Google? What about SOFI? What about Rocket Lab? What about all of your stuff? Everybody asks the same question. That's what's going on. Are they going to make more money next year than last year? Are they going to make just as much money next year as last year? And so we've already done the correction and we can now get back to normal. When do we get back to normal, and what is the new normal? This is what's going on. Now, this morning, the market likes the chatter. The chatter is not, this morning, a complete misery and complete disaster. The chatter this morning is, yeah, we might be over a bit of this. We might have like a 1 or 2 week stability thing here. And we could well have a dip on our hands of a pretty good size, and we might be on our way for a little move. We're going to find out. Thank you, Richard, for being here. Number one thumbs upper today. I appreciate you being the first one to give me a thumbs up today. Eddie Martin, number 2. Stock Jockey, hey, welcome to the party, pal. Big E is here, number 7. Willie, I'm just a guy sitting in front of a computer. Willie Bonker, that's what I am. That's what I am too. We're both just guys sitting in front of a computer trying to read the tea leaves here. Aurora, number 19. Andre Della Torre is in the house, which means everything calms down now. We're going to be fine. Flint Creek, of course, the greatest soap company in the world, the official soap company of this channel. You ever been to flintcreeksoapcompany.com? I think it's flintcreeksoap.com. Isn't that it? Go visit her and order some soap from her. Cashmere, the soap flavor cashmere, to die for. I don't get paid to do this. This is a loyal viewer, and she has taken a ton of orders from our members over the years, and she's building a new house, so she needs help. Let's go. Rice, good morning, everybody. DH, hey, number 20. Good times with tequila. A lot of Twinkies sitting on store shelves. Bruce, Tom Kaufman, hello from Connecticut. Yeah, the Twinkie market is in trouble, but Flint Creek Soap Company soap is where you want to go. Welcome, Tom Kaufman. Good morning from Connecticut. Brother Yeti, Dallas, baby, 81 today. Flint Creek, Italy, New York, high of 63. Yes. Juan, number 34, 75 degrees down in the Carolinas. Vapor Day, good morning, everybody. Richard Carlin, Corona, California, 50 degrees. Big E, Berlin, right now, 7 degrees Celsius. Gil is here, 50 Fahrenheit where he is. Andre De La Torre, Florida, 85 degrees, baby. Oh, yeah, the man. Gas finally below $3, Bruce, as you predicted. Austin, hello, I'm in, Virginia and Washington, and the high will be 44. Still better than the low teens we had earlier this year. The fun. Hey, howdy, everybody. I'm from Washington, D.C., where it's 45 degrees. Rock and roll. Mike H., 425 Park Avenue, New York, high of 55 today. Rice, it's going to be 78 here in south of Pittsburgh today. Unbelievable. Deep value at number 43. Welcome all. Robert, Tom, where in Connecticut are you? Aurora, hello from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's 10 below Celsius. The high will be 3 Celsius. It's 3 below. That's about 25 Fahrenheit. Stock Jockey, giddy up. Mark K., Orange County, California, high of 53. Rainy Karen, number 46 today. Curious Cat, I have $11 SOFI call options that expire next week, and the break-even price of $16.40. $16.40. So it won't reach that. When should I sell these options? Any advice? Well, you may want to be rolling these options like now, because you have some time left, but every day you wait now, you're going to get annihilated. If you're long these contracts, if you've written them, that's another story, but you can roll them too. To get going there. Kevin, good morning from Atlanta, high of 74 today. And the azaleas are blooming, baby, exclamation point. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for joining us. Jeff, hey, good morning, everybody. Let's get them clams. Yeah, rock and roll, buddy. Chad, Macon, Georgia, 77 degrees. Jeff Glass, high from good old St. Louis, Missouri, supposed to get above 80 degrees today with the 50-mile-an-hour winds and thunderstorms tonight. Yes, we had windy a couple of days here with rain, but it looks like it's over, and we're back to sunny skies coming up here. So, Charlie, hello, everybody. Good morning. Sean, good morning from MI, Michigan, 72 degrees. Splair, good morning. Jeff, Mark K, LA County is the same. LA County. CKT number 52. Walter Young, Richboro, Pennsylvania, currently 39, headed up to 60. Lovely weather. Alex, good morning, number 47. Kevin Meeks, good morning from Atlanta. I have, what's that? I have 74 today in azaleas and blooming. Thank you, Kevin, again. Charlie, snow is melting in Ottawa, going up to +8 Celsius today. Woohoo, spring is coming. Alex, I wrote more cash-secured puts on GameStop, AI, SOFI yesterday. Hauled in more money. Just took in cash from these gamblers. Today, it looks like a good day to write call credit spreads. Therm, should I roll my Jan 26 SOFI cash-secured puts to February or March 26? Is it worth it right now? Not necessarily. Although, you may have written these 2 or 3 months ago when these contracts were a year away from maturity, where today, middle of March, we are 9 months away from expiry on these. And so you may want to go to March to get a year again, which will give you premium. I mean, take a look at the value and the trading price of the contracts. Now, in some cases, you may see really nice differences. In other cases, you might not. And if you don't, sit tight and fold your arms for now. And let's let the stock tell us what it wants to do. SOFI is 1171 right now, up 29 cents in the pre-market. It's been up at 1160 all morning here. So, hey, go to 1250, 1350 in the next few days. And then we'll see what happens. Giddy up. Jimmy, Detroit, 55 Fahrenheit and sunny, live 20 minutes from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Welcome. The man, expire April 17, says the man. These all expire April 17th. 2 AMC, 3.5 covered calls for 12 cents. 2 GameStop, $25 covered calls for $1.30. 3 BBAI, 3 cash secured puts for 36 cents. 1 SOFI cash secured put for 132 at 12, for a total of 536. Oh, the life of compounding a small account. There you go. Therm, depends on what you get for them when you wrote them. There you have it. James, good morning. Lucky 60 in Rosenberg, Oregon. 46 degrees and rainy today. Thank you for the 60th thumbs up today. Beach Boy, I'm from Mars. It's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Just getting in my spaceship to get some groceries. Tariff Earth is what I say up here to all you folks. There you go. Thank you, Beach Boy. I love it. The man, I do like the plan of no federal income tax on people making less than $150,000. Good luck with that one. Whether it happens or not, I like the plan. Here's what's going to happen, okay? I can guarantee you this. If this were ever to happen at the federal level, ever, the states will make up the difference. Each state of the union will tax you at a state level to make up the savings that you get here, because they need money. The federal government is not going to share tariff money with states if that's how the government wants to do it. If the federal government actually believes they can haul in tariffs from American consumers to replace income tax up to $150,000 a year, in theory, you could say, well, a lot less people are required to collect taxes. If you don't tax people up to $150,000 a year, you only have to collect taxes from tariffs, which is done at the import, at the import level. So really, if we are bringing in $2 trillion a year from taxpayers and we only bring in $1.5 trillion from tariffs, that $500 million we can lay people off. That'll make it work. I can guarantee the states are going to say, look, we charge tax on the federal tax. If you pay so much in federal tax, we add a tax to that for the state level. If there's no federal tax for up to $150,000, the red states and the poor red states, where 95% of the population don't make over $150,000 a year, what is their tax base going to look like? They're not getting tariff money. They're going to need money from somewhere else. That means higher tax rates for sales tax, higher insurance, higher license fee for cars, trucks, higher gas taxes in local states. Where are they going to make up the difference? I don't think a lot of folks are going to be very happy with that. Look, I don't mind lower taxes on the lowest of the lows. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not arguing against it. It's just how are you going to afford it? That's the key. Now, can you say, well, Bruce, if you don't tax someone making $100,000 a year, anything, and they just spend that money now into the economy, don't you think that the economic revival and turnover and enhancement of that money will, all the way down the line, make it up? Possibly, but without the analysis, you'll never know. And of course, the analysts who analyze it, they've all been let go by the federal government. So I don't know who's there. Do you trust? I'm not sure what to think about that. Jock, Stock Jockey, welcome to the party, pal. Willie Bonker, welcome. I love it. Larry, good morning. Willie, we'll buy lessons soon. Hector, number 70. Flint Creek, love you. Uncle Bruce, love you. Lessons are worth every penny, Willie. Honestly, Therm, the man, 650, $20 cash secured puts. Larry, good morning. Flint Creek Soap Company. Jeff, soap flavor must be really good soap. Cashmere. Oh, yeah, you got to order the cashmere. My wife loves cashmere. So there's some nice flavors there. Some lovely scents. Bama Babe, morning from Wetumpka, Alabama. Mandu, number 5, 73. Good morning, all. A low of 41 today in New Jersey. Charlie, I'm the 78 thumbs up today. You're getting 200 thumbs ups today. No question about it. Thank you, everybody, for helping out with the thumbs up. Meter, the man. Therm, it wouldn't cost you roughly $9 to buy back. Putting down 300, you're only getting $9.20 for Feb. Just be patient. Forget about the cash secured put rollover for now. Just wait. As far as a January 2026 rollover, I agree. There's no need to really roll your January 26s forward. It's time to move your April, May, June, July expiry contracts to January 26. Yes, there are dollars waiting for you there, depending on which contract you roll into. Good morning, Uncle Bruce from Stewart. Cutting Edge. Who else is from Michigan around here? Tom Kaufman, New Haven. That's Connecticut. That's where I am. Good morning, Uncle Bruce from Who Cares? The man, Thurn, March is only getting 912. Don't even bother. Derek, good morning from Memphis, Tennessee. Grand Rapids here from the Cutting Edge. Sharon, Central New Jersey, number 85 thumbs up. Thank you, Sharon. Have a wonderful weekend. The man, but then your tax dollars are staying in your state for more localized government to decide what to do with. You can talk this for hours. You can talk about this. It's okay. Steve, Nampa, Idaho. I've been through there. Alex, 46 degrees and cloudy in the UK today. Welcome, Alex. And regards to all of you in the Manchester area of the UK and that region. Flint Creek, Larry, Jeff, Larry, Rocketeer. Good morning, Uncle B. Let's see what dumb things you know what says today. Cutting Edge, number 91, Bruce, Flint Creek. I can't wait for your next meeting in New York City. When are we going to do a get together over there? Relon, just remove all taxes. There you go. Defund the government completely. It'll be fine. Cutting Edge, should I be worried about my $30 cash secured puts for Rocket Lab, Jan 16? Worried? Don't think so. Don't think she'd be worried at all. Because I am well aware of only two things in life that are for sure: death and taxes. There you go. Well, have at it. We're 11.72 now on SOFI. We're up 30 cents about. It's not much of a move, but it's the right direction. Volume this morning, 449,000. I've been trying to get a reaction from any followers out there, from any kind of people out there who follow SOFI on an ongoing basis. What was that announcement like yesterday? What did it mean to them? What do they think it meant? For those of you who don't know, the SOFI attracted $5 billion of capital to fund their loans. This allows them to. It's like having a depositor deposit $5 billion into the bank. It allows them to lend. And there's just no restrictions on SOFI to continue to offer loans for mortgages, cars, personal lines of credit, credit card transactions, buy now, pay later. All their income sources are funded with another $5 billion. And so the bank, SOFI, can in effect use its existing capital without this $5 billion. Their existing to fund their entire operation further and grow it, which is what they're doing. And now you take this $5 billion and target it towards your loan portfolio to offer loans to high quality credit score borrowers. And these guys are making a fortune from that division. And so now I look at it and I thought, well, the company's actual market cap is 12 billion bucks, something like that, 12.5 billion right now. $12.5 billion market cap. And they just received $5 billion to grow their loan portfolio. You take that $5 billion against the $12.5 billion value of the corporation, and we're talking about a 40% increase, the equivalent of 40% of the value of the company being added to the company in cash. This isn't big. This is massively big. This is humongously big. This can't happen with Bank of America or Wells Fargo or JP Morgan or any of these other outfits. The idea that kind of capital would come into a monster operation, let's look at Goldman Sachs, for example. Have I got that handy here? Goldman Sachs stock. Here it is. Goldman Sachs. The market cap of Goldman Sachs, 163 billion. If you had an announcement from Goldman Sachs that went along the lines of, we just had an investment into our business to allow us to do more, work, equivalent to $70 billion. This is a $163 billion company. 70 billion, 40%. It would be earth-shattering news. JP Morgan's market cap is $629 billion. 280 billion going into JP Morgan. That's what this is equivalent to. $5 billion cash injection into SOFI to have it grow its loan portfolio. A 40% cash injection on the value of the corporation. It's huge, and it is a real stamp of approval from a major investment group. I think it's Owl Venture Group, whatever it is, $250 billion outfit, throwing $5 billion into SOFI. Get used to this. This is the new normal for SOFI. The kind of capital they can attract to their business, to expand their business, massive. Okay, and I'm figuring, my personal thinking here is that they'll easily clear 3% on the $5 billion to their bottom line on markups. What they're paying for the money versus what they can get for the money, easily 3% after expenses. So that's $150 million a year of added profit to the company at a minimum. All right, and I'm convinced I'm being mega conservative on this, but that's 150 million is 15 cents a share in profits added per year to this company. There you go. And this is going to, there's going to be much more to this than that. And there's going to be the rollover effect, the compounding effect for SOFI. Remember, you lend out $5 billion, and the dough is now you put into the economy, and a bunch more comes into your bank as you're a larger bank, and you attract more capital, and you lend more money out, and now you get the full interest on the capital that's coming. I mean, it just goes on and on. And I can see SOFI having to revise their estimates, their cash flow estimates, their gross cash flow estimates, which will be much higher now, and their net interests, net profits. This will dramatically grow the earnings of the company on a per share basis, which is where you come in, your shareholders indirectly. You sold your stock, you wrote cash ticket puts, you now have a vested interest in the stock because you've offered to buy the stock back at a discount by being paid a premium upfront. You care that the stock goes up, and I believe this only adds fuel to the fire. Now, a 40-time PE multiple on SOFI, because of its rapid growth rate, would not be unreasonable. It doesn't even trade at that right now. But 40 times on a 15 cent a share profit return is $6 a share just on yesterday's announcement. So whatever else they're doing, you can add now $6 a share added value to the stock on the $5 billion only investment into this loan portfolio at a 3% profit margin. I think I'm way low on this. I think I'm way low. So the stock is trading at 572 right now. The entire corporation, the market is saying, without knowing it, we value the entire company at $5.72 because this $5 will represent at least $6 in trade value. And I say SOFI already is a $20 stock, so we should be at $25.72. It will get there. It will reach $26 a share and beyond. Yes, because this isn't the end of it. It's going to be so much more. And the growth curve, we never talk about that enough. That how they are growing their membership numbers. I bet you they're pushing 11 million members now. They're not at 10 anymore. They're at 11, and another 10% growth. It's 1 million more members, all having now access to all the services that these guys provide, which is endless. Have you seen this, by the way? I don't know if I've shown you this. Again, this is from the annual report. You can find this online. But here's the membership growth of the company from way over here, the first quarter of 2023 and all the way up to just the fourth quarter of 2024, from 5.6 million members to 10.1 million. Look at the last numbers here. That's 9.3 to 10.1. That's about 800,000 more. 8.7 to 9.3 was 600 and something thousand more. Here it was 600,000 more. Here it was 600,000 more. It's growing. I bet you they'll add 1 million members this quarter, maybe more. And then this shot here is the financial services productivity loop. They're making money from all kinds of stuff. Their money department, their investment department, credit card area, loan platform, personal loans, student loans, home loans, on it goes. And then up here we have the 3 reportable segments and their primary product and service offerings. As of the end of the year, lending, technology platform, and financial services. These guys are not just a tiny little puny online fintech thing. They're massive, and it is growing in leaps and bounds. And it doesn't matter what the tariffs are. It doesn't matter what inflation is. It doesn't matter what the sentiment is with retail clients. It doesn't matter what housing prices really are going to do. They're not subject to any one segment of the economy. They are replacing all banking that people have traditionally used. And every day that goes by, and we elders, of which I am an elder, as we fade out, and every day the more 30-somethings show up, because every day a 29-year-old turns 30, these 18-year-olds turn 19, the 20-year-olds turn 21. These folks are all becoming bankers. They're all becoming bank customers for whatever reason. And they all are getting their first job, second job. They're getting their first job out of university, out of college, wherever, out of high school. They need a bank to be paid into. They need a debit card. They want a credit card. They want to see where their money is and pay bills and what have you. SOFI. They're going SOFI. There's 1 million a month joining SOFI. 1 million a month, a quarter. I mean, it's not going to be 4 million this year. It'll be more than 4 million members. So a year from now, are we going to be looking at SOFI at 15, 16, 17 million members? 2 years from now, are we talking about 25 million members versus 11 now in 2 years? This 24-month growth curve is just unfathomable. So it's not like, oh, they went from 5 million to 6 million. We should all be excited. Now they're going from 10 to 25 million. Yeah, we should be getting excited. And so this is why they are attracting quite easily billions of dollars of capital into their investment, into their portfolios to keep lending more money out. They're not overextending themselves. They're just meeting the demand of the size of their organization. 2 years from now, they're going to need to be double the size they are now in their loan portfolio because they'll have double the number of members. It's not like people are borrowing double the amount of money. It just double the number of customers coming to get regular services from SOFI. This outfit is going to be massive. And yesterday's announcement did not have a single share of stock released from the Treasury. They didn't dilute themselves by a single share. Okay, there are companies out there that you follow, that you are aware of, we watch. They issue stock all the time to raise capital or to try to stay alive. Like the movie theater chain AMC, if they sell 10 million shares at $3, they're going to pay that to their bankers to stay alive and dilute their shareholders by another 10 million shares. And that will continue on and on and on. SOFI is not diluting their stock. They're not issuing stock for cash. They're bringing cash in as deposit. In effect, this is a depositor. This is a deposit into the bank. It's as solid as you can get. During the financial crisis in 2007 and 8, when the market, the real estate market, mortgage market imploded thanks to Wall Street's greed and stupidity, there was a real moment in time. There was a certain moment in time where banks needed to get their capital base up. They needed to get some dough in. And the federal government eventually realized it, as did the Treasury and the Reserve, when they hauled in the top bankers of the United States and made them take, $200 billion in cash. But there was a point in time, if you've ever seen the movie all about the financial crisis, you might recall it. I believe it was the Bank of America. And I'm going to guess it was the CEO or the chairman of the board. It was a senior, top-notch Bank of America person walking down the street in Manhattan, realizing that Lehman Brothers is in trouble, other bankers are in big trouble, and that everyone was scrambling to hang on to assets. And Bank of America decided this would be a good time to beef up our balance, our cash balance. And they needed to attract an investor. And so the chairman of the board, a CEO, whoever he was, picked up his flip phone and he called Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett at the time was, I believe, at a Dairy Queen with his grandkids. So he's with his wife and the grandkids, and they were having an ice cream and whatever, because he owns Dairy Queen, the Oracle of Wall Street. He gets this phone call from the bank, the chairman of the bank, and he's telling Buffett what's going on out there, what's happening with the implosion of the stock market, the credit market, the bond market, the mortgage-backed securities, the federal government scrambling. It's a mess. And he says to Warren Buffett, we want to beef up our cash balance. We want to just beef up our cash balance on hand. And within 5 minutes on this little phone call, $10 billion was raised by Warren Buffett. They just transferred $10 billion into the bank as an investment. Now, the money may have already been there in one of the business accounts that he has. He just now transferred the dough into the treasury of Bank of America. And Bank of America issued him preferred shares paying 10% interest and convertible into stock at something like $11 a share, which was down 70% from their highs the year before. It was a juicy, juicy deal. But at that time, there was no one else to call for $10 billion in 5 minutes. And that's how he rolled. And that's what he did at that time. Now, the bank did a smart move. They brought in $10 billion of capital. That stabilized their stock price, and that allayed any worries that Bank of America was short of cash. For Warren Buffett and for his organization, it was a smooth, wonderful financial transaction. Well done. SOFI yesterday did a better deal than what Bank of America did in a crisis mode. When Bank of America offered Warren Buffett preferred shares paying 10% interest, convertible into stock for 5 years at a super cheap price, that was a desperate move. That was a move from weakness. SOFI yesterday received $5 billion of capital without issuing a single share. That is the difference. And we're talking $10 billion to bail out Bank of America, or perceived bailout of Bank of America, and $5 billion going into a fintech bank in 2025. 17 years later, from 2007 to 2025, SOFI just raised $5 billion yesterday into its bank account. The street has no idea of what I just told you. No one's talking about this. I dare you to find anyone mentioning this comparison. It's not happening. Now, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe, well, Bruce, you're just living in your fantasy world from when you were in your 50s. You're just an old fart. What the hell do you know? Well, I see a good deal. I like a good deal when I see a good deal. And this is a good deal for both parties. The investor putting $5 billion in is getting a nice cash return, interest rate return on the deal, whatever the deal was. And for SOFI, this is a huge corporate win. Massive. For the shareholders of SOFI, of which there are 1 billion shares outstanding, $5 billion just came into the company. There's only 1 billion shares in existence. Hello? Is anybody home out there? This is $5 a share of cash that just came into the company for the company to grow their loan portfolio. No one anywhere is talking about this. I don't know if Jim Cramer talks about it. I don't know if David Faber talks about it. I don't know if any banking analysts are talking about it. I don't know. I haven't seen headlines anywhere. I haven't seen screaming buy recommendations by analysts. But when an $10, $11, $12 stock receives $5 in cash without a single share being issued into its operations, I don't know. What more do you have to do to be legit? And again, I'm sitting here going, GameStop, you're sitting on $4.6 billion in cash. Does anyone know Ryan Cohen personally? Can anyone talk to this guy? Wake him the hell up. Give him a dope slap and stop looking at crypto investments. Wake him up and tell him, look, moron, these guys just added $5 a share cash into their treasury. Why don't you take $1 billion or so of your $4.6 billion and buy 10% of this company? Buy 10% of this bank. For $1.2 billion, you got 10% of this thing. And watch this stock go to $100 in the next 5 years, which takes your $1.2 billion to 100 to 10 billion, and your GameStop company will go from 4.6 billion cash to 3.4 billion cash to asset values over $15 billion plus your operations. I mean, what? I don't understand. I still don't get it. Every day I say this. I think I say this every day, and I hate to bore you people. I do not understand how it is that no hedge fund, no shit-disturbing hedge fund operator, the guys that went into Southwest Airlines and destroyed the airline by buying 4% of the stock and demanding a change of management and the end of free baggage. The people who just destroyed Southwest 2 days ago, 1,600 layoffs, baggage fees are coming on. Southwest has just turned into Frontier. They've destroyed the airline. Why isn't there anyone like that with maybe an idea of, I want to get richer, buying into SOFI right now? Noto is telling you, how can you not own my stock? We are so funded. In this environment, we are funded right up here. We're going to grow this thing 30, 40% a year. Get with the program or get lost. I don't know. Noto's going to become a multi-billionaire. He's going to make many investors very, very wealthy. Cash secured puts are the way to go. I'm just a guy in front of a computer, just trying to make sense of it all and give it to you in plain English as best as I can. I cannot believe how gullible so many potential investors are out there who get all sidetracked because there are headlines like, I just see one right now, banks see cracks in the economy as consumers blink at inflation. This is the same crap we had a month ago. We had headlines of all kinds of cracks in the economy a year ago. We have these headlines every freaking day. And there are so many people gullible enough to believe these flakes who make these headlines. When a company literally brings $5 billion into their front door without a single share having to be issued. There's no liquidity here. There's no not liquidity, dilution. There's no dilution here for 40% increase in the value of the company. I give up. I have no idea. They don't teach this in school, by the way. You might have noticed that. None of you ever saw this sort of stuff in school, did you? Unbelievable. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Love to have you. Unreal. What's going on here? Yes, Jeff says, look, invest in yourselves, folks. Get the classes and learn. I bought in on a discount deal. I've never looked back. I've earned way more than the cost of these classes. Thank you, JR, and all of you who are, who plug my classes. There's a reason they do this, folks. They're making nothing but money. I'm just trying to help set you up for the rest of your life. I'm 69, going on 70. I don't know how much longer I have. Soon you'll be on your own. Loan platform business is growing. Noto has also said he sees a world where every single loan is delivered through that type of deal. They will no longer originate on behalf of SOFI Century. Risk off. I know. It's huge. Susan Shops, I'm the 100 thumbs up today. The man, I vote for daily last hour of market live videos. Steve, those used to be fun. Steve, especially on Fridays with the libations and Yoko Ono music. Bill, looky there. Uncle Bruce is finally off the politics and talking about the markets and stocks again. Charlie C., working on reviewing my home and rental property mortgages this week. Due to tighter bank regulations, having a problem qualifying because it's two homes, have to have my senior father co-sign. Ridiculous. You got to get away from these banks, don't you? Charlie, both homes are worth more than twice what the mortgage is. Crazy. I don't know how kids are ever going to be able to afford their own houses. Andrea Bongiorno, 113 thumbs up. Yesterday I wrote covered calls on Meta. Sold 690 call. Bought a call credit spread. Sold a 690 call and bought a 695 expiring 35 days. What do you think about this, Uncle B, the Meta trade? Well, let me take a peek here at where is Meta? Off the top of my head, I would normally know, but if I were 35 years old, but I'm not anymore. 590 is where the stock is at. I like this deal. 100 away from the stock, $5 spread. Easy money down the road. I hope you got a nice profit for that. Nice little return on that. I like Ryan Cohen, but I do believe he can be making much more money than he is right now for GameStop. My guess, he's just taking advantage of the higher interest rates until he makes his next move. The man playing it safe, I guess. Morning all. Number 121 says Lee. Welcome, Lee Mortimer. Morning, Uncle Bruce. F-Gun. I bought 2 classes about 2 months ago, and I can't find them. How can I find them? Send me a private email. And send me a snapshot, screenshot of your purchase from your PayPal thing, and or your, however you did, and we'll get you set up. Don't worry. Jared, number 123, thumbs up. Bruce, good morning from sunny Cincinnati at Team Casino. There you go. Everyone here is becoming a casino right now, learning how to write options, and saying to the world, "Oh, you guys want to." You want to play the markets, you want to gamble on the option market that you can make a whole bunch of money. I'll tell you what, I have a slot machine where I can write these contracts. I've learned with Uncle Bruce how to write stock options. I'll write you some contracts. Why don't you buy mine? Give me your money, just like a casino. Give me your money, put your bet down here, and you can buy these contracts that are way overpriced, but what the hell, you're a gambler. And hey, good luck to you. There you go. And you as the casino are now sitting on their cash, and you're going to decide down the road how little of it to give back. Wonderful. Casinos are wonderful things. They're loaded with cash all the time. Of course, it's everyone's money, everyone else's money. And they're just sitting there going, gamble away all you want. I'm taking the spread here. Thank you very much. I love this. I love this game. I like this game. Thank you all for becoming, and congratulations for becoming casinos, for stepping up and saying, Uncle Bruce, I don't want to be the gambler on the floor of the casino. I want to be the casino. I really would rather just be the guy hauling in the dough. Thank you very much, and let's keep this party going. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you all. We're 10 minutes away from the opening. We're coming close to that. Hopefully you will all enjoy a lovely session today. More shrinkage coming your way with every passing day, every passing weekend, every passing long weekend. You got to love those. Giddy on up, kids. Let's get you richer, okay? Some of you are quite happy pulling in 4 or 5% per week on premiums. You're writing weeklies, you're writing bi-weeklies, and you're letting them piddle out to pennies. and you then reposition yourself into another group of call credit spread, put credit spreads, iron condors. You're doing covered call writing in your retirement accounts. You're doing poor man covered call writing. You're looking for much higher percentage returns, writing cash secured puts where you've sold stock. You used to own, you sell your stock of SOFI at 1168. You turn around and you write $15 call options and put contracts, I should say. You write $15 cash secured puts on an 1160 stock, and you're just going, thank you for the money. This is massive. I'll buy the stock back at a higher price. I'll buy it off you for 15, but you got to give me, $4.5, $5 right now. This is a nice little game. These people like this game. Is there something wrong with this game? Nothing. January put contracts, offering to buy back your stock at $20 a share and getting paid more than $9 to do it. If you can extract 9.5, even better. Check out your option chains and see what they're willing to pay you. Now, if you want to do a stock like NVIDIA, for example, and you want to write contracts on NVIDIA where you're willing to do a cash secured put for January 26 on good old NVIDIA, you can write like a $100 NVIDIA contract. The stock's at 118 right now. Haul in 1175 a share or so. 1150 a share, 1125 a share, to buy back the stock at 100 for Jan 26. It's not a bad 11% on your money in the meantime, plus earn interest on the money in the meantime. You probably get another 3% on top of that, just on T-bill rates. Thank you for 14% for the next, 8 months? I can't get that kind of return from anything. My latest, I bet you some of you out there are looking at your latest report from your 401k at work. Those of you who have professional money managers managing your portfolio for your mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and yourselves, you're looking at your annualized return rates or your latest quarter or the last month, how they're doing. You're probably not too impressed with the numbers that they're showing you right now. You're probably noticing that, my unit costs are this and they're trading at that, and overall we're not up that much in the last 30 days, 90 days. We're here. You could just write cash secured puts on NVIDIA for 100 till January 26, 8 months, 9 months from now. Take 11% off the table and earn interest on the cash on top of that and knock off 14 points. And that's assuming you wait until the end of January. You're not going to wait till January to roll this contract. The contract's going to shrink out here. Once it's down by more than 50%, you're going to buy it back for $5, and you're going to write a 1-year contract, 9-month contract, out to middle of 26 and bring in another $11, $12, $7 more. Thank you. Now you're really not making 14% a year. You're making more like 18 to 20% a year. How's your 401k doing, kids? How's your retirement account doing? How are your managed accounts doing with these professionals that your bosses have put your money into? Or, like I said, you a long time ago hired an investment advisory firm to look after your dough, and you got a $500,000 out there generating 0% return this month, a loss of 4% last month. I don't know. How bad is it? And I'm sitting here going, you can do it yourself and make way more money than that. You could literally buy NVIDIA right now and write call options on NVIDIA for January 26 and bring in more money than you're ever going to get from your professional money manager. There are no fees. The 2% fees they're nailing you to just manage your money, and then they're taking percentage of the profits off the top. They put you into their own in-house ETFs that have all kinds of fees buried into them. Oh my God, the performance bonuses that these guys get to manage your money. It's the private jets that they're enjoying at the highest level of management of these outfits. You are paying for lifestyles you cannot imagine that you'll ever see with your $200,000, $400,000, $700,000, $2.2 million, whatever you got. You're getting ripped off. You're getting so much less. For some of you, the difference between wealth and survival is as simple as a turnaround where if you can generate a 10% greater return on your dough for the next 5 to 10 years on a compounding basis, you earn 10% more than professionals are giving you, you will be very well off. But you've got to give it a chance. And I'm telling you that one way to do it is to learn how to write options. And one way to do that is to go to my website and pick off some of these classes. $200 a class, kids. It's all it is. You can rewatch the class as many times as you want. There are no exams. There's no pop quiz. It's in plain English. And you can learn how to write call options, how to do cash secured puts, how to do credit spreads, how to do poor man covered calls. The psychology of the market, the opposition that you're up against is so weak, is so stupid. I'm telling you, if you've ever been into a casino like Las Vegas, for example, and I pick on Vegas, I love Vegas, okay? I'm not mad at Vegas, I love Vegas. But if you go into casinos in Las Vegas, you will see very stupid people make very stupid bets, and they lose a lot of stinking money. And I'm sure in your neighborhoods, wherever you are, in Canada, America, you go into a local casino of yours in your area, there are stupid bettors there too. And you can just see the writing on the wall. These people are going to lose money. And casinos will allow you to lose all you've got and then some. In the options market, it's exactly the same thing. You're going to allow option gamblers to lose their shirts, and you're going to gleefully take their money. That's where it comes from, by the way. You don't get money from the government when you write options. You don't get money from the corporations that are listed. Apple doesn't pay you any money to be a good option writer. No. You're taking money from option buyers, the gamblers. And this is where all the investment houses are sinking their AI inducement software to get people to gamble off of their telephones through all these platforms. And whenever they make trades, they get congratulated, and they're encouraged to trade more to get lower prices for their trades. Flow. The bookies, these are bookies. All the brokerage firms are bookies. They're trying to get the gamblers to gamble more. Casinos try to get gamblers to gamble more, because the more you gamble, the odds are in the favor of the house, and that slice of profits just keeps coming into the house. And the higher the action, which is gambling activity, the more money at the bottom of the trough for the house. You are creating liquidity in the market. All the brokerage firms in Wall Street would love dearly to have you become an option writer. You're adding liquidity into the market. Now, if you can grab your $700,000 underperforming portfolio of, I don't know what the hell you're into, I don't know what they put you into, and you turn around now and go, okay, I'm going to write options. That's all I want to do. I'm going to be very, very conservative, because I'm not into the market every minute of every day. Bruce, I just want to write contracts that are good for 6 months or a year from now, and I want to haul in a nice premium. What can I do? Well, start with class number 1. Number 2, number 3. You might look me up for a one-on-one session, private session. They're available, $500 for an hour of my time. We'll talk on camera privately. I'll record it, give you the recording. You can then rewatch that as many times as you want. And we'll guide you down the road to how you're going to manage your dough, and what options to avoid and what options to look into, and how to find the contracts, how to determine which contract you want to write, for what kind of return you want, what kind of risk level you wish to have. But it's up to you. You've got to want it. If you're happy getting 4% return, or a negative percent return, or an underperforming return on a gazillion dollars that you've entrusted to all these other people, stay with that, and best of luck to you. But if you've had enough, or you haven't had enough, you've thrown 200 or 300 grand together, and it's just not performing, and that money has to perform at a certain level in the next 12 years for you to actually have a shot at any kind of middle class lifestyle once you do retire, if you can retire on your terms. If you're not getting that, you might want to just in your late 40s and 50s decide, I'm taking over. I've had enough of this crap. I'm going to do it myself. But I'll do it with this. I'll give this influencer, this creator on YouTube, I'll take a couple of his classes and let's see what happens. I'll join his channel as a member. I'll become a Discord follower along with the others who are there, and I'll see for myself if this is for me. And in 6 months from now, you might then be comfortable enough. It might take that long that you're now comfortable enough to say, okay, I've grabbed 8 of his classes. I'm going to watch all of them. There's 18 of them. I'm going to just do 1 a month, 1 a week, one every 2 weeks, 2 a week, whatever your pace is. This is a stay-at-home college course kind of thing. And you're here every day or watching me on a rerun, and you're going to start to write options on a very basic level. You're going to find very quickly how easy it is, and that'll shock you. You're going to find how lucrative it is. That's going to shock you. And you're going to say to yourself, like everyone else here, is this legal? Am I allowed to actually do this? I can actually sell a contract without even owning a stock? I thought I had to be a multi-billion-dollar investment company with all kinds of licensed specialists to do all this work. I thought this was brain surgery. I thought you had to be licensed in the securities industry to do any of this kind of stuff. I can do this on my own, off my telephone, off my laptop. From originally understanding how it all works from a YouTuber. Welcome to the new normal. Welcome to today's investment world where you can write your own contracts. You can trade your own contracts. When I was a stockbroker in the 1980s, you couldn't have done this. You needed a stockbroker who was licensed to handle options. Most stockbrokers, 80% of stockbrokers out there in the 80s were not even licensed to handle option trades. It was down to 1 in 5. And even those guys, 1 in 3 did any decent amount of option work. There was nowhere for you to have gone at that time to really get into the options business. And the liquidity wasn't there. And it was all institution to institutional trading practically. Today, the options market is the biggest growing market in the world. It is the most, attracting the most new capital and the most players in the history of investing because of how easy it is for people to do self-write, self-buy, and self-sell. And there are people out there who do not know what they're doing getting into this option game because they've been told, oh, it's like winning the lottery. Oh, yeah, you can buy a contract for 50 cents and it'll be a $5 contract in like a couple of days. If certain things happen, like you won the lottery. Option writers are happy to write contracts to all of these gamblers, whether they're 50-cent contracts, $5 contracts, $12 contracts. Option writers go, you want to wager on this stock through an option? I'll offer you liquidity on this contract. I'll take your money. You are the casino. Welcome to the world of casino management. I just want you to make money. It's nothing personal. I just want you to make money. Okay, we're open. Okay, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Lee, again. Thank you, Jared. Jeff, come on, gamblers. I want another Mexico vacation. Hey, maybe we can buy me a home down there sometime. Savage of Wall Street. Hey, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. What a gorgeous day for trading. To anyone who followed me on AAOI, congratulations. I sold my shares yesterday after hours for $28.11. Today, I'm buying back. I bought back cash secured puts. Touch grass. Good job, Savage. Savage is saying, boom, Uncle Bruce, AAOI moved 80% yesterday after hours. So I sold my 300 shares, which I bought under $16. Of course, to celebrate, we went to a nice dance dinner with the family last night. Thank you, gamblers. Juan, my Voya 401k is negative 4.7% year to date. Juan, my options account is 31% higher in the last 6 months. Neat. Don't forget the nights and neat. Jeff, I'm going to lose some AI and Tesla shares today. Some gamblers out there are willing to pay me to get my shares. What is that? Alberta always says, oh yeah, take me out. There you go, Jeff. Moving into cash, baby. David, number 132, thumbs up. Happy Friday, Bagel Peeps. Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen, thank you for your thumbs ups. Thank you for being members of this channel, all of you. Savage of Wall Street, if some of you are not making money in this environment, pal, you're doing it wrong. Larry has rung the bell. Thanks, Larry. The knee emojis are coming through to honor the Knights of Knee, the secret power behind this market. Have a good weekend, Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen, and all from Aurora. Brian, 137, NVIDIA, 120. Mandu, number 5. Knee. Thank you all. Welcome to the party, pal. We're open. We're trading. Giddy up. I think we're ahead a couple of 100 points, which would be expected because we were up all pre-market today. We are looking right now at SOFI at 11.80 a share, up 40 cents. We got the Dow up about 196, 198 points. S&P up 60. NASDAQ up about 300. That's 1.7%, 1.75% gain for NASDAQ. Very good. The Dow is up only 0.5%. So the Dow is really should be about 600 points higher than where it is to equal NASDAQ's run already. So maybe the Dow will catch up to it. 1.1% gain already on S&P, 61 points. But the NASDAQ is definitely moving higher at this point in time. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Oil is only up 24 cents. Some of our favorite stocks right now, SOFI, 11.81, up 42. ASTS, $26.76, up 64 cents a share. We've got Rocket Lab up 56 cents to 18.13. We got GameStop up 43 now to 22.38. AI up 59 and Supermicro up $1.89 at the moment. 23andMe 184 a share. Nothing going on there. Spire 9.33 up 46 cents. Apple up $3.19. Nice to see Apple recovering for the first time in a while, but back up to $212.95. Tesla's up $9.48 to $250. Microsoft is up $4.36 to $3.83. Google up $1.33. Amazon up $4.60. Nvidia's at $120.36. The low this week, wasn't it 107? Was that not the low of the week? I thought so. Briefly, 105 even. Yeah, we even hit 105 this week on NVIDIA. We're at 120 now. Meta Platforms up $15 to 605. Supermicro up 211. ASTS up 62. AI up 62. Palantir up almost $6, 590 now to 85.52. MicroStrategy up 17.73. Unity up 59 cents. Goldman up 5.19. Cisco up 42. Spiders are up 6.25. The Qs are up as well, 8.15 today. Netflix is up $20 to $910. Pfizer unchanged. ARK Investments up 176 back to 48.97. IBM still down on the session and down today, down 232 at $243 after topping out at 266 earlier this year. Uber up 153, HPQ up 27, Home Depot down 31 cents, Vanix Semiconductors up 550, Adobe up 759, and Enphase up 94 cents. That is what is happening so far this morning. Welcome all to the show and the program. Thank you for joining me from wherever you are on the planet. Thank you for saying hi to me today, telling me where you are, what your high temperature is going to be. I appreciate that. The poll question, have you answered that? Let's take a look at the results and our thumbs up meter right now. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. The question of the day is coming up here in a moment as everything is refreshing here on my screen. We're up 100. We've got 142 thumbs ups. We have 189 voters who are responders to my question of the day, which says, I have added cash into my accounts by writing and or rolling over my cash secured puts. For those of you who are doing cash secured put work, that is your question. 189 of you have responded to this. 70% are saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have been writing cash secured puts and I've been rolling over existing cash secured puts to bring in additional cash into my account to be sitting on even more money. Cash is king and I am on it and I am hauling in interest income like I have never seen before in my accounts, because my accounts have never been this cash rich ever in my investing career. I like this game, Uncle Bruce. I like being cash rich, and I like sitting here watching the Dow up 240 measly points after losing 500 yesterday and 800 a couple of days before that, and whatever it was. I like the fact that stocks are recovering, and these cash secured puts that I keep rolling up into are bringing me more money, and they sink in value. As soon as these markets begin to react, these puts start to drop, like immediately, because the gamblers are getting their butts handed to them over here. And if SOFI wants to go back to $12.50, $13.50, $14, these cash secured puts that I've rolled into and I'm rolling along with are already down so much. I'm already ahead 15, 20% just on my move. SOFI wants to go to 16.18 again, which it will, because it's going to be even larger. These puts are going to be down to a third of what I got for them. I will roll them again, because of course the higher the stock market wants to go long term, the more I roll my put contracts forward, and I take money and grow my cash balance again and again and again and again. We're up 44 on SOFI at 1183 right now. ASTS up 51, Rocket Lab up 65, 1822, GameStop up 45 to 2240. Congratulations, well done, everyone. MSTR is having a nice recovery. Says, dude, David F. FYI, Uncle Bruce, I'm not signed into YouTube on my TV. I just searched for this show, and you were the second overall search of stock markets. Thumbs ups. You guys are giving me thumbs ups, and this is helping me get promoted on YouTube. This is why I keep begging you for thumbs ups in the first half hour of this show. Hit that damn thumbs up button and put the momentum on this show to get people in here so they'll follow what we're doing. We want more shareholders owning SOFI and other stocks we like. Savage of Wall Street, boom! Yesterday, I sold 2 June 1250 AAOI cash secured puts for 205, and I just closed that trade by buying them back for $1.20 from yesterday to today. Now look, he did I don't know how many he did. If he's done a couple of these, he hauled in $410 and he just gave them back $240. He took the differential, almost 50% in one day, baby. Thank you. May I have another? Let's do this every day. If you are able to do 3 or 4 of these kinds of trades on a daily basis, between 2 contracts here and 5 contracts here and 3 contracts here and 7 contracts here, just small stuff. I'm talking about small trades. I'm not talking about a multi-millionaire trader here. There are folks out there who watch me who don't realize, or they find me and they don't realize that with their $5, $8, $10, $15, $30, $40, $50,000, you can be into 7 or 8 different trades at the same time. All kinds of cash secured put trades, all kinds of call credit spreads, put credit spreads, iron condor trades that are $2,000 needed here, $3,000 needed for this trade, $5,000 for that trade, $2,000 for that trade, all over the map. And here is what one individual is just scoring on again and again. He's a momentum trader by being a writer. And rather than being a day trader and trying to catch a stock and have, buy here, sell it here, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. He is selling high, buying low, and he's going at it from a cash secured basis to a covered call basis to a credit spread basis, back and forth, whichever works. And for some of you, you don't do credit spreads. Some of you won't do cash secured puts. Some of you only want to do covered call work. It's okay. You'll find the niche that works for you in this option world, and you'll enjoy yourself with $5 trillion of turnover of this stuff. It's unbelievable. Slayer, go SOFI. I'd like this $12 stock. Doug, so go SOFI. All my Jan 26 cash secured puts are underwater. Every time you go up a penny, you're bringing me back. Well, 1183 now, up 44. Giddy up. There you go. Dude, I want some strength, but not too much strength. Just do nothing stocks. See what you can do about that, Uncle Bruce. Just make everything just sit there. Just have it all sit to let everything just peter out. You can make money writing options on stocks going up, stocks going down, or not moving at all. And a lot of folks here make most of their dough because they realize the stocks don't go up and down. They go up and down. They wave. It's like a wave theory. Sometimes the waves are higher waves. Sometimes the waves are depreciating waves. But there are waves of support and resistance on everything. And the key here is to let Let the stock tell you where it wants to go, and then you write the options accordingly. That's all it takes, but it sounds simple. It's impossible to understand if you're not a regular here. Once you start taking classes and hang out with this gang, you'll go, oh, I see what he's talking about. Oh, I get it, the epiphany. It opens it up and you go, oh my God, I now know what he's talking about. This is really the George Costanza method of making money from Seinfeld. It's the opposite. We're doing the opposite of what all the gamblers are doing. We are casinos. That's what he's talking about. Oh, we do the opposite what all the gamblers are doing. We're the ones taking the sure bets. They're the ones taking the long shots. Oh, casinos make money. Lottery foundations make money. Your corner store selling you a Powerball ticket or a 649 ticket or a Supermax lottery ticket or whatever lottery ticket you buy, wherever you are, they make the money. The bookies make the money, okay, all the time, consistently. Bookies have bad days, but not bad existences. They run it right. Bookies make a fortune. You ever figured out what Las Vegas is now? In the 50s, Las Vegas was run by the mob. In the 60s and 70s, Howard Hughes bought into the business. Howard Hughes started buying hotels and buying off the mob. He just took over casinos and hotels because the mob was kind of being kicked out of there by regulators and FBI and whatnot, you name it. And then Howard Hughes started to sell, and other entrepreneurs started to pick up properties and casinos, and then they started to piece it off to publicly traded corporations. And today, Las Vegas is run by publicly traded companies. Wall Street figured out that Las Vegas is a reflection of themselves. The guys in Bay Street, in Wall Street, figured out that the guys on the Strip do what they do, but they do it in cash on slot machines. We got to own this business, is what they said. We make a whole bunch of money writing options to all of our institutional friends and whatever. Now we can take money from gamblers who come in here and play craps and play blackjack and play at the poker tables and the slot machines. This is easy peasy. Give them a drink, put a water show on in the front, put some shows on, and then we'll jack the prices up for everything, which is now what they do. They charge for parking now in Las Vegas. Do you know that Las Vegas is surrounded by desert? There's nothing but land everywhere, and you got to pay to park your car in Las Vegas. You used to be able to drive up to the Caesar's Palace and just get out of your car and get a ticket, and they'd park it for you for nothing. You came back, give the guy a couple of bucks when he brought your car back to you, and off you go. I'd spend 3-4 hours in a casino. It costs you nothing. Now you got to pay to park your car in Vegas. That's how Wall Street has screwed up Vegas. They're trying to screw it up to an nth degree. Because now you can't spend $49 a night in Vegas and drop $500 on the casino floor. They want you to spend $500 a night for a hotel room and try to get you to drop $2,000 a night on the casino floor. And people don't have enough money to drop that much money on the casino floor. And so there are some casinos not making a lot of money, but they're making money on their hotels. Yeah, but there are union employees who work the hotels and the restaurateurs. They're getting paid so much an hour, and it's killing Wall Street. Wall Street is killing its own cash cow. It's so much easier to make money from a slot machine than from a restaurant because you don't have to cook anything. You don't have to do any dishes. You don't have to hire a bunch of staff to run a restaurant, vacuum the floors and change out the linens and all the suppliers you need to deal with to run a restaurant. Casinos with slot machines, they just need to wipe the machines of fingerprints every once in a while. They don't even have to take the quarters out of the machine anymore. There are no quarters in a slot machine. Slot machines aren't slot machines. They're now electronic betting stations. This is the greatest increase in making money of all time for Las Vegas. And the Wall Street guys have got it backwards. They think they can make their money from the hotels and their properties, when in reality they can make all their profits from the casino floor and let the hotels be losers, loss leaders. That's what the mob used to do. The mob made gobs of money from the gambling action. Forget the hotel. But what can I say? I'm just an old man. What do I know? Don't listen to me. We're up 393 points on the Dow. I'm just doing what I can to help you make money. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Chad, hey, does anyone here write call credit spreads on spiders? What strikes are you guys looking at on SPYs? How's that working for you guys? Let's take a look at some SPY action. Let's see what we can find here. Let's pretend we want to do a call credit spread on good old SPY. Here we are. The Spider S&P 500 ETF Trust is what it's called. Symbol SPY. Trading at $559.27 right now. It's up $7.8, $7.85 in money. If we go to contracts, options, and let's take a look at maybe April expiries. Let's see if there's a decent collection there. Now, if you want to do call credit spreads where you are going to be ahead of the market, we're at just about 560, 559.24. Let's round it off to 560. You want to be ahead of this market quite nicely. So can you be in a $600 position? Can you write a $600 call? You'll get about 78 cents, maybe 77 cents. If you buy a 610, that's $1,000 cost to do this trade. To back this trade, you need 1,000 in equity. You'll end up paying 30 cents and get 78 on the other end. That's a 48-cent return, which is $48 per $1,000. That's 4.8% for a 1-month position, because these contracts expire exactly on April the 17th. So the question is, do you want to go 6 to 610 on a call credit spread for SPY with a 4.8% gross return? If you want to go a little further out, you're going to get a much less money. 610s will only get you 30 cents. 620s will cost you 13. There's no margin there. You go closer in, write a 590 and buy a 600, you'll get 194, 195 on the 590, and you'll pay 70 something on the 600. You got about $1.20 there, maybe $1.10. That's 11 to 12% return on a $10 spread from 590 to 600 with the market at 558.87. And for some of you, that might be tolerable from a risk point of view because you watch the market very closely. The strategy there is to just let these peter out in value because they're out of the money. And the gamble is, the play is that you're going to let these shrink out. And as an example, March 31 expiry contracts that are expiring closer in, the 590s to 600s, the 590s are 45 cents, the 600s are 13 cents. So that spread is 20 cents from $1.20. And there's the strategy right there, where someone will say, okay, I'll write a 590, 600 for April, third Friday of April, and I'll buy it back in about 2 weeks from now in around the 20-cent neighborhood, and I'll score a $1 return on a $1,000 risk for every 1,000 I'm using, which is 10%. So if I got 10 grand and I'm looking for a 10% hit on that, that's $1,000. I'll do 10 of these spreads. That's what this individual is asking us. Do you see any cash security puts that I can play like that? Now, I'm just giving you a very quick, easy picture here. If you go to your option chains through your devices, you'll find every Friday expiries between now and probably the end of April at least. And you may find that I will do the third Friday, or I might do the second Friday, I might do the first Friday, or so where I'll write my contracts. But on the other hand, you might decide, no, I want to write May contracts. I want to go all the way up to May, and I want to go up to 6/10/20. I want to write even further away from the money, and I'll get a 10-12% credit perhaps on my trade by going to May, and I can go further out in dollars, further away from the campfire, because after all, I want to write calls that are well ahead of the market. You may find that resonates with you, where you'll say to yourself, I know I'm getting a bigger credit, and I have to give up more time to get that credit, but my thinking is that in the next 2 to 3 weeks or less, I will already be out of this trade with a nice little profit on this credit spread. Now I'll look at June spreads And I'll do that for a couple of weeks, and then I'll look at maybe late June or July spreads. That is the rolling over mentality of credit spread writers. Whether you've got $1,000, $5,000, $8,000, $20,000, $50,000, $300,000, it's up to you. And you can do this with triple Qs, which are the NASDAQs. You can do this with, of course, the SPYs, as I've just said, and you can do calls and or puts at the same time, condors, or just puts, just calls. How comfortable are you? How far out of the money can you be? You're on both sides of this market, and you're way away from the campfire, and you're on it. You're watching it all the time so that you're never going to get caught by surprise. You weren't paying attention, and the market moved on you. No, you're not letting that happen because you're a credit spread writer. You have to be more attentive. But the rewards are great. 10% return on your money every month. If you can do that on $50,000, you're netting out $5,000 a month. You can pull in 10% a month on $150,000. You're making $15,000 a month. If you can pull in 10% a month on $300,000, you're averaging $30,000 a month return. You have hit the level that I want you to get to. $30,000 a month is what I want you making. $360,000 a year. You are a solid top 10% demographic person in your country. Solidly. You didn't just get in that level at 250. You're at 360. You are well in that top 10% range, and you live a different lifestyle than you're living now, or you will live a lifestyle of that caliber going forward, and you will never experience the bottom 90%, 50%, 20%. And whether you retire comfortably or whether you quit your job and grow your level to that level comfortably, million possibilities, because there's a million of you out there, if not more, that could be doing this. 228 of you are here live, and there are thousands of you watching me casually as a rerunner, tens of thousands of you watch me once in a while. And this is what you need to do. Go to stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Start taking the classes. If you need instruction in plain English, this is where you go. You want to get complicated, hard to understand courses, they're out there. Good luck trying to figure out what these guys are talking about with their vectors and their this and their ratios and these fancy charts and all this. Forget all that. You're going to spend more time doing research than making money. And you're going to research yourself out of a trade. You're going to completely miss trades because you're just too busy trying to analyze trades. There you go. Do it the easy way. Keep it simple, stupid is my motto. I love this one. Thank you all so very much for saying hi to me this morning. Where are you watching me from? Welcome, everyone. Chad, thank you for the question. I hope I helped there. Splair Mob is trading Bitcoin these days, I believe. There you go. Chad, thank you for helping, Uncle Bruce. This gives me a good starting point. There you go. There are classes I've done about credit spread trading. Waiting for you, my friend. Thank you. And Chad, thanks for being a member of this channel. Thank you so much. We're up 389 on the Dow, so we have a bounce back rally. Okay. It's up 0.9%. We have not recovered yesterday's losses, but, we're on the way, I hope. I don't know how long this will last, but it looks good. We're up 1.2% on S&P. We're up 1.6 on NASDAQ, 280 points. It is the leader, but the Dow is coming up to it. Where we were only up about 0.5%, we're now up 0.9% on the Dow. We've almost doubled its gains. So it's coming up towards NASDAQ. That's a little better. Oil is up just 31 cents right now. SOFI 1182 up 42 cents. Thank you. ASTS up 13. Rocket Lab up 53 cents at $18.10. We've got GameStop up 57 cents. AI up 67. Supermicro up $1.76 to $40.84. We got NVIDIA up $4.15 at $119.73. We did break 120 today for a while. Tesla's up 262 at the moment. Spiders are up 680. The Qs are up 719. We're watching that closely. Palantir up $4.50. MSTR MicroStrategy up $9.60 a share. Costco shares have backed off from their highs of $1,078 to $890. So we've given up $190 a share in Costco values to reflect the concern that consumers are having about slowdown in the U.S. economy, slowdown by consumers. Costco is not immune to these swings. So there you are. Is that a buy point? Is this an entry point? Should you be considering writing cash secured puts on Costco, or should you be writing put credit spreads on Costco because you feel that the stock is low now and can go back to $9.50 to $1,000? There's always that question. Coinbase is up $3.20 a share. Smart Rent up 5 cents. ME doing nothing, $1.82 a share. Google is up 19 cents. Apple's up $2.24, about a 1% gain there. Broadcom up $2.30. Microsoft up $3.92. That's 1% too. Intel down a dime. Netflix up $14 to $9.04. We've had a real runaround on Netflix. The 52-week high on Netflix has been 1,064. And during the week, this week, we were as low as 855 or so. We're 904. So a bit of a recovery there going on. Facebook, Meta, up $6.50 a share to $5.96. EI Lilly up $7. Amazon up $2. Uber up $1.28. Adobe up $5.40. Cisco up 40 cents. AMD up $1.62. Unity up 44. Enphase up $1.17. We have some gains there. Spire $9.25 up 38. Moderna is up $1.18. Pfizer's up 9 cents. IBM is only down a nickel now. IBM's low of the day today was 241. We're back to 246 on IBM. A nice return and turnaround on IBM. HBQ up 32 cents. Home Depot down $1. Vanik is up 4.19. Pardon me. Goldman Sachs up 6.20. Boeing is up 55 cents. Target is down 17 cents. JP Morgan up 4.91. Walmart up 15 cents. Make it 21 now for Walmart. Disney up $1.04. American Airlines up 1 penny. DraftKings up 28 cents. AMC at $2.91, up 7 cents. Royal Caribbean up $3.71 to $211. High for Royal Caribbean, $2.77. We're at $2.11. We're down $66 in the last couple of months from its high. And that is approaching 22%, roughly, but a bit of a recovery there. There's a snapshot of some of our favorites. We're up about 300 on the Dow right now. Been as high as over 400 so far. And the S&P is up 62 and the NASDAQ up 250 points. Oil up 36 cents a barrel. There is what we've got, everybody. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you're getting something positive out of today's show, and hope you're getting richer. 1182 on SOFI. Go SOFI, please. Once you go through 12 to 12 and a half, that would be a better recovery. We were down at 1085 this week. We've almost got $1 of that back so far. Any of you who are writing cash secured puts on SOFI $1 ago, I congratulate you. And let's see what it has in store here. I think the stock is grossly undervalued. But that's just, an old man sitting in front of a computer saying, hey, this is what I think. What do you think?
Waiting for a bagel.
He's waiting for a bagel. Auntie Jen has arrived. And Auntie Jen knows that I'm going to get this guy a bagel. I know exactly the kind of bagel I'm going to get this guy. Today is Friday. Don't even ask me.
You know what today is?
Oh, do I know what today is? I do not know what today is, Auntie Jen.
Well, today's March the 14th.
Yes.
Which means it's Pi Day.
Pi Day.
3.14.
3.14. March 14th.
Yes, today is Pi Day.
Pi Day.
So we'll have to go. I don't know if Simon the Pieman is here. We'll have to go find a pie.
Why don't you tell me your favorite pie? What is your favorite pie? We all know Beach Boy's favorite pie, but what is your favorite pie?
But maybe Beach Boy would be tempted to do a lemon chiffon instead of a lemon meringue.
Flint Creek Soap Company, home of the best soaps on the internet. Pie. Oh, yes.
I think it depends on the time of year.
Yes, there
What's
are occasions, certain pies for certain occasions. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Thumbs up 168 from Walter Young.
Morning,
Yes,
Walter.
the Flint Creek peach, lemon, key lime. Look at that. Nico, key lime and pumpkin. I got to tell you, the Costco pumpkin pie in Canada is fantastic. We love
I
Costco
cheat
pumpkin.
for Christmas and I buy one of their pumpkin pies and a pecan pie, a smaller pecan pie from like Safeways. and then you take your biscuit cutter and you get a bigger round of pumpkin and a smaller round of pecan, and then you make Bailey's whipped cream, and it looks like you tried. When you put on a plate, it looks really nice. Looks like you tried. If you want to really go to town, you make caramel and have a little sprinkle of caramel over the top. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Welcome to Christmas in our house.
Pumpkin and pecan.
Why does Bruce have these jowls, and why does he have this turkey neck, and why isn't he so skinny? Yeah, it takes 11 months to burn it off, and then here we go again. Yeah. We got all kinds of guesses coming in here. Savage's Wall Street says, Uncle Bruce, I know Beach Boy sold a 2027 ASTS $25 cash secured put for $10.88 yesterday. So I want you to know I pay way more attention during the classes, and I'm about to beat his trade by $100 just between us. Oh, Walter Young. Peach and blueberry, Uncle Bruce. Austin, pumpkin pie for sure. Cannon on the Hill, just an old man trying to send soup back at a deli and make us money. That's all this guy is. Chad, pizza pie? Oh, pizza pie.
Oh, pizza pie.
There you go.
A nice
RJ.
deep dish Chicago pizza pie.
Oh, RJ says pizza. Flint Creek, I'm going to make key lime with my own chicken eggs. Heck yeah. Oh,
Heck yeah.
Goodness gracious
Keep
me.
those chickens happy.
Keep those chickens happy and keep making the
Gotta have a rooster.
Yeah. You know, there
seems to be a lot of peach in there. A lot of peach pies.
Yeah, cherry pie. If it's not too sweet with all the additives people put into it. But yeah, peach pie, apple pie, of course.
Silk pie, what?
Silk.
Or what we call just a giant butter tart.
Love chocolate cream pie. Is there such a thing as a Boston cream pie? I don't know. Banana cream.
Banana cream.
Banana cream
like
pie.
Banana cream.
Yeah. Oh man. There's a plethora of pies I enjoy. But when you go to the Costco store, there's like one or two versions available. That's about it.
But if you go to this one restaurant in Tel Aviv, they have a bakery selection.
Beach Boy can tell you there's a place in Tel Aviv he'll take you to. You want a selection of pies,
so good.
Cakes. Oh my God!
Tarts.
Of course, if you want to go to Sherman's Deli here in Desert, you want to see some stuff available at. Yeah, there's a day
there too. But today's pie, so
today's
everybody
pie day.
go think pie.
Tell me your pie. What pie do you want? Oh my. Flint Creek, what's all this green stuff in my portfolio today? They're all going up. Bobby, it's also the day wives make their husbands steak for dinner. Really? Is it? Bobby, I'll let you Google what's for dessert. Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. Mandu, just friendly reminder, we are 30 thumbs ups away from giving this man 200 thumbs ups. Thank you all for helping out. Walter Young, Monday, St. Patrick's Day, shepherd's pie. J-Boy, apple crumb pie. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Guinness
Apple crumb.
On St. Patty's.
Oh, my.
Lovely Guinness.
Apple crumb pie with melting vanilla ice cream on top. Oh. But pumpkin pie with whipped cream on it, like real whipped cream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that blueberry with cinnamon pecan topping. Oh. There are some pies being discussed here that are serious stuff. Some real serious pies. Yes, indeed. Pies galore. If you're a member of this channel, you can comment. If you're not a member of this channel, you got to make a super chat donation and then tell me your favorite pie. That would be quite acceptable. Thank you all very much. The larger your donation, the more we believe you. The YouTube creator is such a crafty individual, isn't he? Thank you all so very much. Thank you for the pie money. Anybody sending us pie money, thank you very much. There you go. We're up $2.99 on the Dow, and we're up 1% now on S&P, 1.4% on NASDAQ. A little sell wave has come in, but now there looks to be a little buy wave here. It's option expiry Friday today. There's going to be volatility. We'll follow that. Consumer sentiment slides in March as inflation expectations jump. Headline, consumer sentiment falls to a 29-month low. Uncertainty rises due to Trump actions. Yeah, there you go. It is what it is. This is what's going on. But the market is up now 317, and maybe we oversold already because of these concerns, and now we are going beyond that. We're looking beyond the initial shock value of all these policies, and now we're just moving forward, buying stock on the cheap and moving forward. Here's a legitimate pie comment from Dudeface, $20 donation for the pie buy. Oh, thank you so much. There's some pie money for Jen and I. Jen, we got $20 for pie money right there. That's pretty damn good. Thank you so much, dude. As always, you're just the best. All of you, appreciate all of your donations to pie money. It's a good excuse, don't you think? Yes, the higher the donation, the more legit your comment really is. But that's just a guy just, in front of a computer saying, hey, thank you for your support. Welcome all. We're up 60 now on S&P. We're up 250, approaching 250 on NASDAQ. 1182 on your SOFI, up 42 cents. The volume on SOFI now in, 41 minutes is 7 million shares. It's an average day. The high of 1192 has already been touched, and so we're kind of close to that $12 neighborhood. Let's see how that plays itself out. That $5 billion cash injection yesterday was massive, and the market still has not reacted to it. This stock should be 15 right now, just on that announcement. Just on that announcement alone. Market has not yet they can't put the dots together. They're not, I don't know what the problem is. Noto is not on television talking about it. Obviously, he's getting ready for his annual meeting. He's probably in a blackout period. He probably can't speak officially himself. He has to wait this out. Maybe, again, I don't know. I'm just a guy in front of a computer saying the stock at 1180 is way too low. ASTS down a penny. Rocket Lab now up 51. GameStop up 44. AI up 53. Supermicro up 198. The Dow up 260. And we're just hovering around here now. We'll see how this plays out. Oil only up 19 cents. Yet again, oil faltering as the morning goes on. It seems to get a morning bump and then it loses it. Thank you, dude, for this pie donation today. We do appreciate that. Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Flint Creek, hey, thanks for that order, Jeff. Folks are going to flintcreeksoap.com and ordering soap from our soap lady, Cashmere, a wonderful flavor. What's your favorite scent of soap from her? What's your personal favorite?
I love the cashmere. Love the cashmere.
We do love that.
But I also, this last time I ordered some lavender. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
And one that was called, I can't remember, but I think it's called the Three Birds. I can't even tell you what the smell is, but it's nice.
It was wonderful.
I don't know what birds smell like.
I don't know. I generally go and hold them up and go,
but I
birds.
had faith that the soap lady couldn't do me wrong. So I thought, I'll give it a fly. See, birds, give it a fly. No.
She can't help herself. Three little birds, says Flint Creek.
Yes. Better have your chickens.
Three little birds.
Chickens smell like.
Giddy up, everybody. Jen and I are trying to put together a meet and greet here in California. I've got to get a call into our favorite meeting place and make sure we can secure a table. As soon as I know the answer to that, then I'll come back to you guys with a date, time, and we'll see how many of you would like to join us for a meet and greet here in California. Walter Young, thank you. Flint Creek, Marietta loves the lavender. She loves the lavender. There you go.
Lavender's very nice. I have it right here at my kitchen sink.
Wait, you see? We have soap at the kitchen sink, both bathrooms, ready to go. She said, Flint Creek says it's patchouli and lavender, and that's hilarious. Patchouli and lavender, and I don't know what that means. Love you guys. Thank you, Flint Creek. Flint Creek was asking, we got to get together in New York. Let us know when you come back to New York. We got to get together again. Yes, but I have to keep her and Jennifer apart from each other because too much Jameson's passes hands. But can't. And then there's Sharon. We can't stop this. We can't stop it. Savage of Wall Street. Boom! I just bought back 5 UiPath $10 cover calls. I sold yesterday for an average of 86 cents, and I just bought them back at 66 cents. Well over 20% in one day. Thank you. May I have yet another? There's a profit of 20 cents a share. That's $100. Just made a quick $100 since yesterday. Thank you very much. Another trade in the bin. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Boy, this is good. The bagels are going. They are lovely, lovely. Okay. Let me check something out here. I'm checking out a story. Just came across my screen, and I have to go over here to another tab to find it. Down we go, down we go, down we go, down we go. Head all the way down here. Here we have this. Let's see if I can get this story up. Charles Schwab. Their stock is jumping on a strong net new asset haul. That's the title. The company raked in $48 billion in core net new assets from new and existing clients last month. Shares of the wealth management company are up 4.8% to about at this morning. Let's see here. They hauled in $48 billion in core new assets during February, a 44% increase from the $33 billion they reported for February 24. For January, they reported an increase of $30 billion. Schwab's monthly asset figures are closely watched by shareholders and analysts who are looking for signs of further growth. Schwab's new CEO, Rick Wurster, has emphasized plans to grow the business this year. The Westlake, Texas-based company is one of the nation's largest wealth managers and serves both retail investors and independent financial advisors. Schwab said the total client assets totaled, are you ready? $10.28 trillion as of the end of February. That is up 16% from February 24, but down 1% with January 25. Customers opened 362,000 new brokerage accounts during February, up 5% over year, but down 16% from January's numbers. The decline in account openings may be because of February being a shorter month than January, but shifting investor sentiment may also be playing a part. Okay.
It's 3 days shorter.
Yes, yes. Analysts are watching this performance closely. $10 trillion of assets under administration. And these folks, think about this, guys. I just want to kind of help you absorb this information. You're managing $10 trillion in assets. You charge a 2% management fee. That's $200 million a year, or is it $200 billion a year? I can't even do the math anymore. What 10% of a trillion is?
10%
of 10 trillion
is 10 billion.
No, 10% of 10 trillion is 1 trillion. 1 trillion is 10% of 10 trillion, right? 10% of 10 is 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1 trillion, and 10% of that is 100 billion. So 2% is 200 billion. So 200 billion a year in fees.
I believe it.
And then a piece of the action on top of that.
Everybody's brain, I just heard them slam shut.
I'll ask you this question. Can anyone find this information out for me? I don't know how you'd find this. How many private jets do the folks at Schwab own in Texas? What's their fleet of private jets? I know Goldman Sachs has 12 of them, from last I heard. JP Morgan had 10 to 12 private jets. How many does Schwab have? How many private jets do they own or they charter? Yeah, pays to be a top person in that outfit, doesn't it? Holy crap. Love this country. I love this game. Incredible. Flint Creek showing a shot glass of whiskey. Oh my God. I know what that means. Jen's laughing. Savage Wall Street, those UI path cash secured puts expire in May. Why wait 2 months for the other 80%? Jeff Glass, giving the Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen recommended cashmere a try, and the Adirondack and the hippie in my wife, and I always love patchouli, P-A-T-C-H, patch, O-U-L-I. Patchouli. James of the Misty Treat, good skin blend, feels nice, keeps our hands soft. I shave with Moroccan red clay. Oh my, there are all kinds of flavors here, kinds of scents, flavors. Henry, hi, Uncle Bruce. What is the most common option seller that people make? They don't take my classes. They don't know what they're doing. They go too soon, too fast. They don't wait long enough for their trades to go through. They don't take my lessons. They think they can do it without, or they watch 3 or 4 of my lessons and they think they've got enough, and they just off they go. Those who are here, the most successful here, have taken every single class and have done one-on-ones with me and have really gotten into understanding this options market. They're like you. They ask questions. What mistakes are the most common mistakes? You got to take this seriously. If you want to make serious money, you're going to spend some dough how to make it. And you want to be a brain surgeon, you're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in university costs to become a doctor. You're going to become a high-end lawyer and make the big lawyer bucks. You're going to graduate law school and be 300,000 in the hole when you get out. You want to learn how to write options and really have a handle on understanding what is going on over here. You're going to say to yourself, you know what, for 200 bucks a class, 18 classes, I can take those over the next 6 months with this guy. At my pace, $3,600 investment is all I have to make to completely change my financial outlook compared to spending 300 grand on a 5-year degree somewhere. This is a joke. It is a joke. You don't have to be a 5-year apprentice to become a plumber here. You don't have to work for 5 years in muck and do, crap, dirty jobs to become a ticketed electrician or a plumber or a carpenter or whatever. You can make a ton of money and as an option writer immediately for $3,600 total. You can't watch the classes in one day though, but if you gave it a good 2-month run, you'd be into all 18 classes. You'll be writing options very quickly. You will avoid a lot of mistakes, and you will really make some money. You're going to change your life. And I'm going to write call option spreads on AMD today for a week out. What percentage would you stay above on this one? Ed, €5. Here's to a green day. Flint, red clay, amazing for shaving. Good skin, our best seller, says Flint Creek. There you go. Yeah.
I know the sofa's so soft. It's 11 o'clock.
So, what do you think Ed should do with an AMD call credit spread? Why don't you guys take a look at the option chart for Ed on AMD? Let me know, let him know. What should he do? What contract should he consider doing? 1 week out. If you were his investment advisor, helping him write options, what call credit spread would you give Ed to think about on AMD? We'll put some of you kids to work today. Why should I do all the work? Help me out. Help him out. I have to eat a bagel. I'm up to here and eating a bagel. Let's see. Here's the question Ed wants to know. Let me go over to the poll question of the day and the thumbs up meter, which apparently is approaching 200 now. According to some of you out there, 211 people have answered the question of the day, which is great. We got 175 thumbs ups in the house. We're only 25 away from 200. Thank you all for that. 1181 on your SOFI. Looking good. Still up 263 on the Dow. We're up 57 on S&P. We're up 224 on NASDAQ. Thank you, everybody, for being here, being part of this program. 175 thumbs ups, 211 votes for the question, which is I have added, this is a yes or no answer, I have added cash into my accounts by writing and or rolling over my cash secured puts. You're either writing cash secured puts or you're rolling over existing cash secured puts. 68% say yes, 32% have said no. That is a huge swing this direction. And I'm very pleased and proud to see this answer come in like this. This is what we want to see. Easily 2-1. Who are definitely bringing up your cash balances, taking money from these gamblers. Absolutely. Giddy up. And Rocket Lab is launching rockets. Is this the reason the stock's going up? Tizzle, Tesla, Apple, and Google are trying to go red right now, Bruce. Well, stocks do that. We're trying to answer this question for Ed right now. Let me know if any of you are taking a peek at this for him. Here's an answer. Chad, call credit spread for, this is AMD, not ADM. Let me double check. AMD, AMD is $100 a share. He's looking at a credit spread of 109, 110. The $1 spread, that'll give you 8%. Put up $100 and get 8 back. Put up 1,000 and get 80 back. Put up 10 grand and get 800 back for 1 week. $1 spread, out of the money. Stocks at 100. These are 1.9s, 1.10s. What do you think of that? Charlie, pretty slim pickings on AMD. Trading at 100, looking at 110.12s. That only pays 8 cents for March 21 expiry. I guess it depends on how many you are going to write. Yeah. Well, it's a $2 spread. $200 gets you 8. Commissions might wipe you out. It might not be worth your while. You might be better off looking at 2 weeks or a month out. You might be better off going April, write the Aprils and shut them down in the next week to 2 weeks. That might be the best place to start from. Well, just a couple of suggestions from a couple of years. Grab my classes. You'll learn how to do this stuff. You'll become very quick at it. Sometimes you can do one of these spreads with stink bids and stink offers. You look at the quote and you'll go, oh, no. The last trade on this stuff is not very good for me. It looks like I can only get a 3% or a 5% return. But then you look at the bid ask and you go, wait a minute, bid ask. Hang on a second here. I could do a credit spread if I can sell my call at this price and buy the call at that price. Stink bid, stink offer. There's a spread there for me. And so you manually enter the prices you want for your spread. Tell your online broker that they're showing you, well, we think we can get you an 8-cent credit on this spread. And you say, no, you write this if you give me a 12-cent credit or a 14-cent credit on a $1 spread. That's 14%, or 7% on $2 on a $2 spread for a week or two. And you enter those orders saying, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And you play that game and you have that mentality, you will win far more often than you lose. Because the moment you make the spread happen is the moment you know, I'm going to win this trade. Because I got such a good price by writing, or I got such a cheap price for buying. This spread is a winner. I'm going to make money on this spread. Now you put in the closing order where you say, well, you gave me 14 cents. I'll buy it back with a 3-cent spread. I'll take 11 on this deal. And that might happen later the same day, the next day, 3 days later. You're doing a stink bid offer on the way out. Strategy of this market, folks. Learn it from my classes. Anyway, there you go. Dude, hey, AMD, stay at 110. I would agree, no lower. A 5 wide gets you more premium, and the leverage is not bad on my brokerage. On a 2-week expiry, that looks very conservative. There you go. Another smart answer from someone who's been studying here. This is what you'll learn very quickly taking my classes. This is what you have to know. You have to know this stuff. You've got to know a whole bunch of features of all of my classes. This is why when you take one at a time, you learn more every class on top of what you've been learning. And this is an accumulative effect. So some of you are saying, oh, I just want to learn how to do credit spreads, Uncle Bruce. Oh, I'll just take class number 12 or whatever the number is. Not knowing that 3 classes earlier, there were strategies in there that you need to employ with class number 12 to actually win this trade. It's like learning to become a brain surgeon and only looking up the part where how do I identify which part of the brain I'm going to work on without figuring out how to get into the skull. How do you prep the patient? What about complications? What about... You'll never make it if you're going to take 1 or 2 classes. You're never going to make it. You got an idea of what to do, but you don't have a clue of the big picture. This is why there are 18 lessons. One builds on the other. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to help you make money. It's it, but you got to invest in yourself a little bit here. Ed, I was thinking 110, 111s or higher on a $1 spread. There you go. Now, you might have to go further out. We're hanging in there on SOFI, 1182, 1183. The market is up 309 on the Dow. It's going up again. So far, it's a recovery day. But what it really is Pi Day. And Ed, thank you for the Pi donation today. And dude, mega thank you 4 times over on the Pi donation today, sir. Thank you very, very much for this. Much appreciated. There's a thumbs up for Ed, and here's a thumbs up for dude. Thank you, dude, for the Pi donation of $20 today. It's a beautiful thing. Rocket Lab up 65. GameStop up 59 cents. Go, man, go. Wonderful. This bagel's done. We're moving higher. Our work here is done. Look at that. Helping my viewers get richer on a Friday. Oh, I love this. I love it. Go markets, go. Thanks, guys, says Ed and gals. Thanks, guys and girls. You got it, buddy. Welcome to the program, pal. Welcome to the party. Nice to have you here. We'll keep an eye on the Twinkie, the Twinkie situation. What about the Twinkie? We wonder. One of Jen's favorite movies of all time.
Where do these stairs go? They go up.
They go up. There's only Zool. There's only Zool. Yes. Yeah. Sorry about your girlfriend. She's a dog. Yeah, my girlfriend's a dog. Oh no. Stop thinking about the puffed marshmallow man. Don't think about the marshmallow man. The Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. It just popped in there.
What'd you do, Ray?
What did you do, Ray? I was just trying to clear my mind. Alex, 115.20 expiry, April 17 pays 47 cents. That's about a 9% return on your investment. 15% out of the money on AMD. There's a trade to consider, a credit spread. $500 requirement, get 47 bucks back. Got $5,000. You get $470 in credit, and you're nicely out of the money. There's it. Alex, thank you, my friend. As I said, the viewers will help you or will give you an idea. If you're a part of the Discord group, if you want to be part of the Discord chat group where you can hang out with these Gold Bagel members, if you're a Gold Bagel member of this channel, become one of these. Send me a private email. Bruce, I'd like to become a Discord member. Then you can join the Discord group, chat group. And there are viewers there who are talking 7 days a week to each other, leave messages with people and talk with them privately, talk with them in groups. And a wonderful resource, again, from this channel. I don't run it. I'm not even on it. I don't interfere with the Discord group. And I thank you all and congratulate you all for really picking up this info. Absolutely. Juan, short interest in SOFI is at 12% in March. It went up the other day, apparently. The short interest popped up the other day on SOFI. 132 million shares approximately have been shorted on that stock. And they just grabbed just got handed $5 billion to fund their loan program going forward. That's equal to $5 a share of capital to lend out. This is huge. This is massive. This is going to add money to the bottom line of this company. The PE multiple of this company is going to fall. The stock will go higher to reflect higher earnings, and the earnings will have to be revised much higher. We're at 1187 now. The high of the day, 1193. We're trying to get back to the high of the day. We're very close to the high of the day on SOFI at the moment. We're up 370 on the Dow. The bagel worked. We've gained 100 points on the bagel run. We're up 70 points almost on S&P. We're up 270 on NASDAQ. You can't stop the bagel run. We're up 11 on oil, only 11 cents on oil. So there you go. I think it is time to make sure that this channel doesn't get caught short and that you viewers are protected from this insane market scenario. It is time for you folks to pop up a few emojis. Knee emojis, I think, might need to be put up here on the screen. I don't think we've had near enough of those for the Knights of Knee. Otherwise, we're just fooling ourselves. 181 thumbs ups, 19 away from 200. Thank you all for 181 and counting on the thumbs up meter. But it's now time to absolutely, verify this gain, solidify this gain, and again, thank the mysterious superpower that is really behind this market. The Knights of Neat must be acknowledged. Otherwise, we're fooling ourselves. We can't be doing that. So here they come. Splair's on it. Samwell's on it. James of the Misty Tree. The Big E is on it. Did the Big E put a Z at the end of that? I wouldn't be surprised if the Big E did that. We'll watch for that. My poor computer is just going crazy here with glitchy everything. I think the Big E can be counted on for a Z at the end of the knee emoji attack. Thank you all, everybody, for being here. Joining us, Charlie, Mandu, Margin Call, neat. Here they come. They're just coming in. Can't stop it now. The knee emoji attack is happening big time. Congratulations all, and thank you all for participating all this week with me and Jen and I. We do love it. We love it when you make money and get richer and get richer and get richer and get richer. We're kind of funny that way. We kind of like viewers that just get richer all the time. You show your kids how to do it. You show your grandkids how to do it. You talk to your former co-workers and see how they're doing and wish them the best. Hope that they'll be okay. Snow Moon is here. Boeing Tiger, Richard Carlin. Neat. The knee emojis have been coming through here like you cannot believe. The channel is blowing up with knee emojis. Thank you, one all. This is beautiful. Larry Titus, there's Larry's thumbs ups right there. The knee emojis from Larry. Juan has been on it. Thank you, Juan. Thank you all. I'd be quicker in acknowledging you if only my computer were not so glitchy. B Tizzle, there it is. Dude, Alex, neat. That was easy. Juan, neat. D.H. Ruda, neat. Here they come. The emojis all over the map here, showing up from all over the world. So are the sesame seeds. They're showing up all over the world in my mouth right now, stuck between my teeth. Jeff Glass, Walter Young, thank you. I hope you all had a good week this week. I hope you found it entertaining, found it interesting, profitable, setting yourselves up for better returns as the week rolls on. Go SOFI, go is what we like to say around here. Go up to 12, go to 13, go to 15, go to 20 for all we care. Just go higher. Stuart, thank you. Neat. There they come. The knee emojis still coming in from all over the world on this channel. Thank you again and again and again. Thumbs ups meter keeps climbing. Going for another 200 thumbs up day. You guys are absolutely the best when it comes to that. I so appreciate it. YouTube does give out recommendations to follow this channel. Thank you again. Earlier, I forgot who it was, but Jen, earlier today, someone said to me, I like watching you on TV, and I was popping you up on YouTube, and I entered the search stock markets. You were the second most recommended channel, Stock Markets with Bruce.
Awesome.
That is pretty serious stuff.
And that's because of the engagement.
That's because of the thumbs up and the engagement. So when you guys hit that thumbs up button, it makes a diff. Thank you for 220 of you answering the question of the day. The story here, the comment of the day is that, let me get this through here. Can I get this to pop up? I can't even get my own question of the day to pop up on my computer. It's so jammed up. I have added cash into my accounts by writing and rolling over my cash secured puts. 67% said yes. 33% said no out of 220 votes. Thank you all for participating in our question of the day today. And every day that I can pop one up there, it is so appreciated. Have yourselves a fantastic, restful weekend. Charge up and get ready to roll Monday morning as we get started again with another fun week of option writing and money making. Alex, GameStop is up 70 cents on the pathetic 900,000 volume. I can't wait for volume to show up again and run this thing. That's all it takes, a little bit of action, and we will run like crazy on GameStop. I'm with you there, just kind of hoping for that myself. Oh yeah, David, we're talking about one-liners from Ghostbusters. Okay. Nobody steps on a church in my town. That's right. You don't step on a church in my town. Nobody. Oh man, don't cross the streams. Be careful. Don't cross the streams. That's right. I'm up 4.3% in 1 month. Last month. It's true. This man has no dick. That's what he said. Oh my gosh. I'm going to miss this guy. Lenny. Bob Booby. If we're wrong, we're wrong. Put us away. Put us in jail. No big deal. But if we're right, Lenny, you will have saved the lives of millions of registered voters. Get him out of here. That's right. We're going to miss you. Oh, yes. There you go. Spirit Rocket Lab is doing good with the launch later today. Charlie, thank you. Uncle Bruce, have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy Ghostbusters this weekend.
Oh, did anybody see the red moon last night?
Anybody watch the red moon last night? Jen is curious about.
For us, it was at midnight,
Yeah, we were in bed.
and it was really cloudy.
It was cloudy. There you go. Oh, man. I don't know. All right, kids, we're going to say our goodbyes now and wish you all the best of the best this weekend. Get richer. We're up 420 on your Dow. We're at 1192 on SOFI. We're at the highs of the day now. Looking very good here. Love how this is coming together for you. And giddy up, everyone. The comments have come through. Thank you all so much for your help with us today and helping other viewers show them the way to get richer as well. ASTS is up 11. Rocket Lab up now 91 cents. Thank you, Rocket Lab. Up to 1848 here. GameStop up 71 cents, 22.66 and climbing. AI up 54. Supermicro up 281. Nvidia up 492. Tesla up 240. There you go. Palantir up $6.59. MSTR $13 gain, almost 14. It is 14. Costco up $2. Google up 84. Apple up $2. Microsoft up 5.58. Meta up 11.50. Amazon up 3.40. We got a good, solid green session here, and it looks like it's getting stronger. So I like that. 11.92 on SoFi, going for higher highs today. We'll have to see it go through 12. 11.92 is the high, and we are at 11.92 right now on your SoFi. Just 9.6 million. There's no volume. There's nothing for sale. The sellers are long gone. They long ago stopped selling down to 10.85 a share. They're done. The resistance has evaporated, and here we have it. All right, kids. 11.95 new high right now on your SoFi. Giddy up. Watch those put contracts just inch, a little lower, even a little lower. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Jen and I will see you the next time we're here from Rancho Mirage, California. Jenny, you ready to say goodbye?
I am.
She's ready. When she's ready, look out. 3, 2, 1. Bye.